The sun blazed over Lincoln High's playground, the laughter of students echoing across the field. But for Ava Brooks, recess was anything but fun. She usually sat on the far bench, sketching quietly in her notebook, hoping the day would pass without anyone noticing her. She was the new girl, small, shy, and always dressed in modest, simple clothes. Nobody knew much about her, except that she preferred silence over chatter. But bullies had a way of noticing those who tried hardest to stay invisible. And today, a group of 3 notorious troublemakers, Brad, his sidekick Tony, and the self-proclaimed Queen Bee Carly, had their eyes locked on Ava. Brad grinned cruelly as they approached. "Hey, quiet girl. Nice shirt, bet it would look better if it wasn't on you." His friends snickered. Ava's stomach dropped. She closed her notebook, keeping her eyes down, willing them to leave her alone. Instead, they circled her. Carly yanked at Ava's sleeve while Tony tugged at her bag. Then Brad grabbed the hem of her top and gave it a hard pull. The sound of fabric stretching was loud enough to turn a few heads, but not enough for teachers, who were too far away to notice, to step in. For a split second, Ava froze. Her heart pounded and she felt that old, familiar rush of fear. But then something inside her shifted. She had promised herself, after what happened 2 years ago, that she would never let anyone hurt her again. Brad smirked, thinking she was too timid to fight back. Big mistake. With a sudden, fluid motion, Ava's hand shot out, grabbing Brad's wrist in a tight, controlled grip. His smirk faltered. In one swift step, she twisted his arm behind his back, applying just enough pressure to make him gasp in shock. Tony lunged forward, but Ava sidestepped and swept his leg out from under him, a clean martial arts move that left him flat on the grass. The playground fell silent. Carly took a step back. "Don't," Ava said calmly, her voice steady but cold. "I'm warning you." Brad tried to yank his arm free, but Ava tightened her hold, making him wince. "Let go," he hissed. "Not until you promise you'll never touch me or anyone else like that again," Ava said, looking him straight in the eye. Her tone carried no anger, only certainty, the kind of quiet authority that comes from training, discipline, and experience. The fear in Brad's face was real now. Okay, I promise." Ava released him instantly and stepped back. Brad stumbled away, rubbing his arm, glaring but not daring to say another word. Tony muttered something under his breath, but Carly just grabbed them both and pulled them toward the basketball court. Ava calmly picked up her notebook and sat back down. Her hands trembled slightly, not from fear but from the adrenaline fading. It didn't take long for word to spread. By lunch, the entire school seemed to know that the quiet girl had taken down Brad and Tony like they were nothing. Some whispered she was dangerous. Others looked at her with newfound respect. Later that day, a freshman girl shyly approached Ava. "I saw what you did," she said. "Thanks, they've messed with me before too." Ava gave a small smile. "Then you know you don't have to take it. You can learn to defend yourself too." What no one knew was that Ava had spent years training in martial arts with her father, a former self-defense instructor. After being bullied so badly in middle school that she had to transfer, she had learned that fighting wasn't about hurting people, it was about protecting yourself and others when no one else would. From that day forward, Brad, Tony, and Carly kept their distance. More importantly, Ava found herself no longer sitting alone at recess. She had earned the respect of her peers, not by being loud or seeking attention, but by standing up with quiet, unshakable strength. The lessons spread like wildfire. Never judge someone's strength by how silent they are, because sometimes the quiet ones are the ones you should never push.